Hey guys, July 8th, Drutter here, and I'm going to start this video off with a look at the new Silverbugs round. This is the 1 troy ounce 999 fine silver round from Silverbugs, the classic Silverbugs design on that side, and different this time on the back is the divisible design, so you can hit that with a chisel, I guess, and I don't know how well that's going to really work. That's a thick piece of silver there. It's sort of marked where you're supposed to hit it, but I don't know if it's specifically designed to break apart or if that's just optimistic or what. I'm not going to try it, but there you go. That's the new Silverbugs round. And I'll put the link down below to where you can get this, or at least you could. I think it's sold out now, but maybe they'll do another run. I think they do them in batches of 500. I'm not sure if there's going to be more or not. But I'll also put the link to the Silverbugs group on Facebook down below. We're gonna zap this chip. So, what, 3 seconds or something? 2? 3? 3. Ready? Oh, that's what we wanted. As many people know, there's a river that goes right through the Lower Mainland. That's the Vancouver area of British Columbia, Canada. And there are numerous bridges over that river. And everyone who uses this area of town, well, anyone who uses any part of Vancouver and surrounding area has to travel these bridges. And in recent years, one of them, a non-major one, was made a toll bridge, and that was quiet and it worked okay. And then the Port Mann, the main one, went to a toll bridge, and that was just a disaster. I did a series on that about 6 months ago. But now I'm about to pass over the Patullo Bridge. This is one of the remaining bridges that's still active and not a toll bridge. So you let me know what's wrong with this bridge. It's traffic is decent right now. It's the middle of rush hour on Friday. This is about how much traffic this bridge sees. And there we have passed the bridge. Did you catch what was wrong with it? That's right, it didn't have any license plate readers, and it didn't have a toll. That's what's wrong with this bridge. They're going to tear it down, and they're talking about putting in a toll bridge. Surprise, surprise? Of course not. Of course they're going to put in a toll bridge. They're saying that they won't. They say it's just one of the agenda, or items on the agenda, but no, it's going to be a toll bridge. You just watch. Anyhow, I just passed from Surrey over into New Westminster. It took me about 30 to 45 seconds to pass over the bridge. No problems. The bridge has been there since the 30s or 40s. It's been working fine ever since, but the problem with it is it needs license plate scanners so that you can't have any anonymity, and it needs tolls so that you can't move around in your own town without paying an extra fee on top of the gas taxes, the road taxes, the insurance that you have to buy, and all the other taxes and fees that are added on to people who want to travel around in their own country. Anyhow, rant over. The US Mint updated their sales totals today. For July, we have 1.648 million eagles sold so far this month. And as you'll recall, there was about 0.8 million eagles left over from June that were added at the beginning of July, right on the 1st, as soon as they opened up in the morning pretty much. So what we can do is subtract these numbers to find out how much has actually occurred in July so far, if we want to calculate what July is going to look like by the end of it. So we'll take that number and subtract the new number 1648000. That's not supposed to be negative. Where is that? There. 822,000 eagles have been sold since the beginning of July, and then it is the 8th of the month today, so we can multiply that by 31 days in the month and divide by 8, and we're going to end up with about 3.2 million eagles sold, and then we can add back in that figure that was stuck onto July 1st. So that is 826,000. And July is going to end up showing about 4 million. And July's previous total, which was in July of 2010, was just under 3 million. So it doesn't look like there's going to be any way to hide July being an all-time record, unless they carry over about 1.1 million from July and put it on August 1st. And hey, I wouldn't put it past them. But yeah, we are still going at a record pace. This year has not slowed down whatsoever, and it's just getting weirder and weirder as the price gets lower and lower. I'm heading back today. You can see the Port Man in the distance. There it is. Just crossed over the Patello again to Surrey. The rest of this video is going to be about gardening stuff, so if you're not interested, then you are certainly excused. I'm sitting just at my little garden patch here. If you remember it from last year, it was a little bit smaller. I've expanded out a little bit this way and a little bit that way, but as you can see, this is a very large yard, and I'm not in any danger of getting in trouble from the landlord here using this much. Actually, he said I could go all the way to the end there, but I'm not going to. There's a lot of roots here growing from these cedars. But I have my garlic there. You can see them. They're just drying out, curing for the harvest in about a couple of weeks. And back there is some mint and lemon balm herbs, and I have some lettuce and a few flowers and some oregano down there. But plenty of room for some tomato plants. Looks like I could fit at least probably 8 or 9 in here comfortably. And that's what I'll be doing soon. They're in Grandma's greenhouse still, but they'll be coming here next weekend and getting planted in this soil. I've just tilled in my compost for the year. Oh, hello. Just finished tilling in the compost for the year. And so this garden is ready to go and ready to receive some plants. And now I'm going to show some footage that I took about a week ago in the greenhouse at Grandma's, and then you can see the footage I took yesterday there. It's currently the end of June right now, and I'm in my grandma's greenhouse, formerly Grandpa's greenhouse, and just looking at my tomato plants. I'll show you the ones that I started in, when was it? March, I think, which is the appropriate time, at least locally, for starting tomato seeds. And what happened was I used soil that is too dense, not good enough for potting mix. You need to use a very light soil when you do seedlings, and I thought I would make do with what I had available, and unfortunately it holds too much water, and that caused something called damping off, which means if you overwater, you don't have any leeway there because you didn't use good you know, well draining soil and stuff. So these ones all have withered, and just I don't know what's going to happen. If anyone's ever had damping off before on a mass scale like that, let me know if there's any hope, or should I just throw those ones into the compost? Oof, it's hot and humid in here, but that's what the tomatoes like. We're getting our first good weather here finally. It was another problem with the old batch, is we just had cool weather and nothing was evaporating, nothing was, you know, cycling through, and the plants just rotted basically in the soil. So what I did, and I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago when I started these on top of my fridge, is do a second batch. And I used my emergency reserve seeds that I keep every year. I don't plant all my seeds, of course, I keep a reserve, but unfortunately I've only had about maybe 15 plants or so come up. And I'm going to be micromanaging these and making sure that I get my seeds back this year, because I don't want to lose that genetic diversity that I've been building up. But these are only about 2.5 weeks old, and as you can see, they're very healthy, and they're not quite ready to go out into the garden, but with this good weather that we are having now finally here in the Vancouver area, it's too bad it took till the end of June to get really some sunny weather, but other than a couple of days. Interesting. The radio just came on. Grandpa, this used to be his greenhouse, and he spent a lot of time in here, and there was a lot more plants in here then, but he used to have the alarm set, I guess, in here. So he died several years ago, but the alarm has never been changed, so it still comes on. It's kind of interesting / creepy. But anyways, I'll keep you guys updated on these tomato plants. I know not everyone's interested, but I do have quite a few gardeners on my channel, and I did send out about 50 packages of seeds around the world this spring for people to plant and update me on their progress, so I thought I would update them on my progress. This is where I am at the end of June, and I am going to get seeds out of these plants this year. Whether the weather cooperates or not, I'm going to buy tarps and flood lamps, and I'm just going to make sure I get my seeds back. Anyways, talk to you guys soon. This is the lily garden. Lots have already come and gone this year. Plenty more still to come. Dahlias, pinnias, hydrangeas, rose, irises, cosmos, daylilies. This is one of the delphiniums. I gave away seeds to some delphiniums, but it was those ones I gave away. And people probably are growing some of those. Got a bunch of sweet peas. They smell delicious. Got some snap peas or snow peas, whatever you want to call them. I did some corn this year. I've never done corn before. I know it's supposed to be knee-high by July. Where's my knee? Or is it thigh-high by July? Anyway, it's knee-high by July. A bunch of garlic that's about ready to be harvested. Several potato plants. I planted these quite early. They're almost ready to go. In fact, I harvested one yesterday from right there. Got 4 decent-sized potatoes out of it, so I'm going to leave these last 10 plants or so for another week or two, and then pull them out and put in a second crop to be harvested in October. July the 7th here, and this is a little bit of an update. It's been really nice the last week here. July has finally brought some summer to the Vancouver area, so here are the tomato plants. We got them labeled here. Amish paste, that's my organic orange, and sweet 100s and so forth. So they're doing a lot better, as you can see, even from last week. It does look like I'm going to be able to, oh, there's an aphid, little bugger. It does look like I'm going to be able to get these to return my seeds to me this year. It's a little precarious when you plant your final seeds, your emergency batch of seeds, and don't have anything left. So kind of have to get these all the way to fruition and get the seeds back from them. But yeah, I have pepper plants doing well, and these other ones here are just, they're no good. They're going to be thrown away. Nothing's going on with them. But yeah, these ones did very well, and you'll be seeing those in the garden anytime. Corn is definitely almost up to my hip now. I don't know what the heck this is. Shows you how much I know about corn, but yeah, it's definitely getting higher. My 2 favorite smells on flowers in this yard are the sweet peas and the mock orange. This stuff smells so good. I don't know if it's related to an orange tree or what, and Grandma calls it a mock orange. That smells so amazing, that stuff.